Hey everybody, welcome to chapter one. This is Introduction to Religious Studies. I'm your professor, Kristen Berry. So let's jump into chapter one. You should have your book, and if you don't have your book, you also have the chapter one handout that I supplied you via email. So let's talk a little bit more in this chapter about what is religion. You know, a lot of us have our own definitions about what we think religion is. And really, none of those definitions are incorrect. It seems as if we look back through history, religion has been such a part of, just look at the United States, such a part of the United States, such a part of um, African history, such a part of European history. When you look at all of the layers of a particular place, you see religion. Just think back to the holidays that we celebrate. Thanksgiving has to do with religion. You know, the pilgrims came over here because of they couldn't worship freely in Europe. Christmas is focused on, well, some of it focused on religion. Memorial Day, okay? So much is based on religion, and sometimes we don't even really think about what we do. So throughout history, people have always been performing some type of action or held a belief about why something is, and that is religion. It has been a force in people's lives since we can eat from the beginning of time. It's caused people to think certain ways or to not think that way. So I want you to look right there on your screen and you'll see these awesome pyramids in Egypt. That's one of the places that I hope to get to before I leave here, to see the pyramids in Egypt. And these constructions are not just something that's there, but they have to do with their culture and religion, the way they think about certain things. And the pyramids say a lot about what the Egyptian culture thinks about death and of people and of the afterlife. That's all based on religion. So, for example, here's another example of an Islamic mosque. Um, and if you look at churches in your neighborhood, those are examples of religion. So here's an edifice, a place. So this mosque is a place of prayer. It's a religious place. And if you've ever been in a mosque, or if you have not, it's hard for us to get in buildings right now due to COVID-19, but I want you to take some time and just Google maybe what's the closest mosque in your neighborhood. And I had an opportunity to visit a mosque several years ago. I had a student whose son passed away, and it was just absolutely breathtaking. It was beautiful, and it was an awesome experience for me. Someone who is a Christian, but it was an awesome experience to simply learn about her religion. Now, religion, when we're studying it, now remember in this course, it is not indicative that you be a particular religion. We're just studying religion. And it is so important for us to come to this study of religion with an open mind. Some of us already practice a certain type of religion, and that's awesome. Nothing wrong with that. But when we look at different religions, it's really important that we look at them and not judge them. Just take them for what they are. If they do something different from what you do, it's just different, right? It's just different. But we have to learn. And when we learn to pull back the layers, you'll understand why that group does certain things. Religions come out of certain cultures. They come out of geographical areas. They come out of a period in time. And as we begin to study in this book, you will learn more about the reasons why a religion, excuse me, a religion came into being. But it's really important, like I said, that we come with our set of glasses that are really clean, right? And that we look at religion with an open mind. So for example, I'm a Christian and I have a Christian background. And so I have to train myself that when I look at or when I listen to somebody else's religion, even though it's different from mine, I'm not going to be frustrated because they don't do things the way that I do them. So sometimes it is hard. For example, for one person to see something differently in another religion and and to embrace it. So what we just want you to do in this course is just to simply learn and to have an understanding. You may not always agree, and that's okay, but just simply learn. And once you start to dig and understand, you'll know why that group does a particular practice. In this course, I want you to get used to asking questions: the who, what, when, why, and where, you know? So start jotting those things down. Keep yourself a little notebook, and I hope that you will start to look at religion differently now. Maybe you practice one, maybe you don't, but now you'll start to have a open view of understanding who's involved in this religion, who are the founders of it, why do they do this, or where was it founded, what was the location, what birthed this religion, because there's so many reasons behind it. I want you to pay attention to the world around us. There's religion all around. So just for example, we are in Atlanta. We live in the United States. I want you to take a look at buildings, take a look at your home, take a look at the places that we go to in public now. Take a look at your money. And it's really interesting that if you see these examples, these are just 3 that I found. Look at your money. In God we trust. I don't know. Some public buildings, government buildings, have the 10 commandments posted. Okay, so religion is, even though we may not follow a particular religion closely or something, but really think about it, religion is always around us. Everything that we do, if you look at it, has been influenced by some type of religion. So I want you to look around you and look at some of the things that we do and encounter from day to day. Take a look at the laws that are around us here in the United States. Many, if not all, of the laws are based on some type of religious interpretation. So for example, we don't even have to go into the whole thing, but you know the spiels about marriages. Who is supposed to be married? Men or women or same sex and stuff. The views on those come from a religion. Abortion, the laws come from, you know, it could be a religion affected those laws. Murder, how to treat animals, don't be cruel to animals, don't steal, don't lie in court, or don't perjure yourself, or don't sign something that you know you really didn't do. All of those things, when you keep going back and peel the layers back, there are religious connotations behind them. And there may be some other laws that you can think of that come to mind as well that have religion behind them. And so chapter 1, I want you to read all of chapter 1. I think it will be really interesting to you. But as we come here to the end, I want to ask you this question. What is religion to you? What does it mean to you? Some people believe a lot of different things about religion and spirituality. So you have a paper on that. You'll get to that later. But some believe that religion is not real. It's dead. Some believe that it is simply a tool that all humans have found to just help them make sense of the world, to help us to cope. And others believe that religion is everywhere. There is nothing around us that is not sacred. This computer is sacred, and you are sacred, and my phone is sacred. The air is sacred. The rock is sacred. Everything has meaning to it. It's been placed there for a meaning. You see some of the pictures here. You see a baptism, and you see this family is having their child baptized, or some do like a christening or something. And then at the top there, you see a religious practice in traditional African religion. So religion is all around us, and it means different things to those people in those pictures. Well, I hope that you are getting excited about the study of religion. I know that I am, and I want you to pay closer attention to the religious connotations around you. Until next time, keep digging and keep reading.